Welcome, Mrs. Smith. My name is Miss Wool, so I'd like to introduce you to our RTI team. I know all these ladies, but if you go around and introduce yourself to Mrs. Smith.
Hi, Miss Smith. I'm the teacher.
Nice to
Met
meet you.
Miss Barnwell.
Hi, Miss Smith. I'm Allison Bridges. I'm the EIP teacher.
Hi, I'm Miss Henshaw, the assistant principal.
Oh,
Yeah.
API.
I you. Okay.
Hey, I'm Dr. Murphy, the special education teacher.
I'm excited to be here. Well, let's get started. We're here to talk about Maria. She is in her 9th week of school, and we noticed some changes in her academics. We had an RTI meeting not too long ago about her comprehension she was struggling with, and she's behind in reading and math. We would like to thank you for being here and being a concerned parent. We are very much as concerned as you are. Mrs. Barnwell, what can you tell us about her progress ever since the last meeting?
Well, first of all, I can say she's doing a bit better on some things. She has moved up from a level G to an A.
Oh, good.
And but she's still stuck at the comprehending. I moved her up, but she really was not. She was comprehending things well, but she's just got different ways and strategies of how she comprehends the things.
Okay.
We've noticed that when I pull her for small groups, she's doing more. She can understand things better by listening instead of reading it herself. The reading comprehension tests are really strengthening her. If you read the directions to her and read the questions to her, she's doing really well. But when she has to read it herself, she's getting a bit confused and it seems like things are just coming together more. And I know that Miss Bridges has seen that when she pulls her out for her EIP.
What are some strategies that you have been using with her that will help better her comprehension?
Well, I know that reading her the test.
Okay.
And
so reading it, so
reading the
she
questions
hears it out
and she
loud.
hears it, and she can really
Process that more so than if she's reading it alone.
Reading it, yeah, because she gets a bit frustrated, and then she'll feel like she's getting behind.
Okay.
And everyone's finishing it, and she
yeah.
gets and that just does not help. So I'll read it to her, and then or pull her small group and read it, and she gets it.
Okay.
So is there anything that you could tell Miss Smith she could use at home?
Well, we were thinking maybe some whiteboards, some small ones, and you just write one word at a time. Maybe some of our vocabulary words that we learn every week, something like that. Is there anything that you've been using in the classroom that we haven't went over?
Well, I know that when we write things bigger, we can use things like this, and this stuff just erases right off. Just writing things bigger, she sees it better. And maybe just start writing things smaller and just trying to, I don't know, it's just, there's some things, even little things like this, color-coded. This stuff attracts her vision and she sees it better than if everything's white and it just, little print, it all just gets jumbled together.
She might get a little
Kind of
overwhelmed.
She gets very overwhelmed with things like that.
Okay, I understand. I can see how I can start using some of those
Just
at home
simple
as
little
well.
manipulatives.
Did you have any games or
The
strategies?
special ed teacher, I know that she came to us and said she
Doesn't she get
tons
pulled
of-
out? Maria goes to you when she gets pulled out, right? The classroom.
Usually I go into the classroom, work
okay.
one-on-one with her. And reading, like Miss Barnwell and Miss Bridges said, it's great to use color-coded things because that draws her attention to just one area. She gets overwhelmed whenever she sees a bunch of words on paper. She doesn't quite know where to focus. It's almost like a visual processing disorder.
Okay.
And I've seen this a couple of times, and I think it would be great for us to all look at the information for just a minute and just know more about it before we continue on with the meeting.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Barnwell, I got some ink on you. I have some Maria's.
Here's some information on it. It's just little things that we can do and things that can be done at home to help with small strategies. Let's see.
So by saying visual processing disorder, you're saying that what they look at, they don't understand or they can't read it?
She can read it. She can read it. And it has nothing to do with her eyesight either. I mean, she can see things fine. And a lot of times people get just
painting
fall
the
through
picture
the cracks
in
with
your head
this
as you're
because
reading, like Mary's running down the grass, the rolling hills, just
You
painting
see
that.
things when you read it, but then
She's confusing, yeah.
Oh, okay. Getting it out of order.
And although
Right.
she's not like on an A or B level, she's in second grade. She can read the stuff, but the harder it gets, the harder it's going to be for her.
To process it and to comprehend and
Right.
understand.
So these new strategies that we might implement, how long do you think till we might see progress where we might need to meet again for a benchmark?
Well, it's just going to depend on how she uses the strategies. Usually we benchmark every week. We do assessments every week just to see, progress monitoring, just to track the progress of the students. And we'll continue to do that with Maria. We'll progress monitor her. I would say our next meeting would be 6 to 8 weeks. And if we have any questions or concerns for you, or if we think of anything else that you could do at home to help Maria out, we'll definitely let you know.
And Maria really tries.
Yeah,
she's very motivated. So I think that we will see a lot of progress whether if we can just break the assignments down and do different, concise steps for her. Just break it down and show her we need this question read. Maybe make this stuff bigger so that she's not getting so distracted by things, or even let her have other questions and just focus on one thing.
Okay. Yeah, those are some things I could probably use at home too, right? When we're reading each night, because we do read a book each night together. So that's something that I could do with her.
Okay, we'll give your information to everyone. That way they can keep you updated with email and through phone. But if you need anything, you can definitely call us.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.